Hi, everyone. My name is Pedro Santana. I'm co-founder of SolidProfessor, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you to the first ever SolidProfessor Education Summit. Thank you all for joining us this morning. I wanted to take a moment to provide a special welcome to those of you joining us from the East Coast. I did already hear from a few people that are planning to attend this morning that Hurricane Isaias is altering plans up and down the coast there. Our thoughts are with you. I hope you all stay safe. And don't worry, we will record this session and all the sessions for you. So we've got you covered there. I also wanted to extend a special welcome and a special thank you to our sponsors. I wanted to say thank you to our friends at Autodesk, Onshape, PLTW, and SolidWorks. They've been great supporters of ours, not just for this event today, but fantastic supporters of ours throughout the years. So we really appreciate having them here. Thank you all. And again, welcome to you as well. I wanted to share with you that today is a special moment for us at SolidProfessor. We've been a part of this community since 2003. We've been doing our best this entire time, trying to help people learn new skills and better themselves. It's always great to participate in events like this, and that's usually our role. We're participating either as sponsors, speakers, or just registrants and participants like everyone else. The reason today is special is because we find ourselves hosting all of you. And I just want to say that it's truly an honor to be able to count ourselves as part of your community. I'd also like to recognize the incredible effort of the entire SolidProfessor team in bringing us together. I know you've all worked very, very hard to pull off today's summit, and I'm sure it's going to be a great event thanks to each and every one of you. So thank you very much for that. Let's talk a little bit about why we're here. Why now for our first ever event? As you know, things changed early this year. For us here in San Diego and California generally, it was a big day on March 13th. That's the day that around here, it was decided that schools would be closed. We would be putting our efforts collectively to flatten that curve. That was a while ago. I checked some stats. I think the overall COVID count in the country at that time was just over 2,000 in the country total. So we set out on that very difficult task to try and flatten that curve. And at SolidProfessor, we did our part as well. We went fully remote. And the very first thing we wanted to do when we did that is assure all of you that we are still here. Our team is up and running and functioning. So we reached out to you just to let you know that we were here and that if you needed us for anything, and if you were counting on us for anything, that we would be here to help. Shortly thereafter, things changed further because what we thought was going to be a maybe extended spring break so that we can get this whole COVID thing behind us ended up not happening that way. We ended up going fully remote for an extended period of time. And you all, educators out there, found yourselves with the challenge of figuring out how you were going to continue to conduct class for your students. How are you going to get them to even engage and have that connection? We thought we might have a role to play in that. So we reached out to you and we asked, what can we do? Of course, many of you were already using SolidProfessor in your classes. It's online, so that wasn't the thing you were worried about. You did introduce us to many of your colleagues who maybe hadn't embraced online yet. And thank you all for doing that. That was great. And we were able to help many, many more teachers, schools, educators than we ever had. So at that stage, we started asking you, okay, so what else can we do? We provide you with the solution that we provide you with, but is there anything else we can do? And what became clear was that the problems that you were facing were far beyond what little SolidProfessor here could really help you with. However, we were running into you, and many of you out there were coming up with really innovative ways to overcome these challenges. All sorts of great ideas that we were hearing, and we thought, okay, what can we do to maybe propagate that? Let others be able to participate in that as well. The challenges that you shared with us were daunting. We found ourselves uh, in a really difficult spot where all of you suddenly had to make 1 + 1 = 4. Not only did you have to do more with less, but in a completely different environment that was foreign to everybody. So what we thought we might do is reach out to all of you, listen to your problems, listen to the challenges you were facing, and then connect you with other members of the community, but also members of industry, and just bring everyone together to try and achieve this very difficult, daunting task of making 1 + 1 = 4. Fast forward a few months, and we're still trying to make that happen. And we're still here trying to facilitate all of you helping each other out. So that's what led us to having this event here today, again, for the first time ever. What we have in store for you today. So obviously, we're all here at our keynote right now. We have events planned throughout the day. We have a great collection of many of you who we've met either because you use our products in your schools, in your classrooms, others that we've met just as being part of this community. And we just wanted to give you guys a channel to be able to communicate with each other. So today you can expect to see educators, those of you that are in the classroom, figuring out how things are going to work, high schools, middle schools, some of your administrators, CTE directors, trying to figure out how to make all of this work. I hope that here today you're going to run into more than one person that's got some suggestions for you. Our speakers will also include a panel of CTE directors, those involved in assisting and facilitating the programs that we all count on. In addition to that, you are going to see some talks from industry. So if you have questions about how a particular piece of software is going to be able to help you in the fast approaching fall session, attend their sessions. Go see what they're talking about. Go see what they're suggesting. I think there's a tremendous amount of information that can be very useful for all of us.